Hey, we all know that living in Florida sometimes comes with compromise when it comes to price, and our insurance, homeowners insurance here in Florida has not made that any easier. One of the hot topic buzzwords I've been hearing over the past year, and maybe not even hot topic buzzword, but more like peeved, pissed, and don't know what to do about this, is the phrase, I can't believe it. My insurance just dropped me. So there are a lot of reasons that we are having an insurance crisis here in Florida. You know, there's a bunch of litigation over how roofers are basically bleeding the insurance market dry. There's also been a lot of storms, particularly in Louisiana, and a lot of those same insurance companies cover all the way over here to Florida, and they are trying to recoup their losses from those big storms. But what has happened because of that and how they recoup their money is they look at a home at the risk that that home offers. And if your home has riskier attribute, that price on your premium for your home insurance coverage is going to increase. And at some point, they're not going to take your risk at all. So let me distinguish a difference. There's a difference between your insurance canceling you and your insurance non-renewing your policy. So to cancel your insurance is during the consecutive period in which you have paid for a policy. So there are only a few reasons really that an insurance company can cancel your insurance policy during your coverage period. So most commonly, it's because of things like you've stopped paying your bill, or you haven't made a repair to the home that they have requested of you that makes you too much of a liability, or more uncommonly, but happening more frequently here in Florida, is that your insurance company is now in financial crisis. If your insurance company is having financial difficulties, don't fear. This is becoming more and more common. By law, every insurance company has to have a guaranteed association. This is kind of insurance for an insurance company. So if in fact your insurance company is in financial crisis and they're having to cancel your policy, their guarantor, their insured company, will step up and they will either reassign you to a new insurance company, or they will in fact cover your policy for the remainder of your term. All right, so that was a cancellation of your insurance. Now for a non-renewal, this is a notice. You'll get a notice 45 to 100 days before your policy coverage ends, stating that your insurance company is no longer going to provide you with insurance after the term of your policy. Some reasons that this may happen is, and significantly happening in Florida, is that your insurance company is reducing the amount of policies that they are allotting in our area, meaning they just can't handle the burden or the risk tolerance of, they don't have the risk tolerance for the area that we're in. It could also be that perhaps you filed too many claims on your insurance policy, and or that you've committed fraud and they don't want you as one of their insured policyholders. So more than likely in Florida right now, if you're not being renewed, it's because your insurance company is actually reducing its risk in Florida. So the dreaded has happened and you have received a non-renewal notice from your insurance company. What can you do? First, make those home improvements. So the older your home is, the more riskier it becomes to some sort of damage. So the newer materials you have on your home, the less risk that you are to an insurance company. Things like the age of your roof, the HVAC system, and the hot water heater are all huge issues right now, high risk issues, especially if those items are 15 years or older. So if you have any of these items on your home, in your home, making up your home, you know, you have some siding that perhaps is leaking or needs to be replaced, if you can make those repairs, there's a chance that your home insurance policy will in fact allow you to renew, and or you can decrease the cost of it with your next new provider. All right, number 2, shop around for insurances. This seems like a no-brainer, but you can henpeck shopping insurances from each individual company, or you can use a insurance broker. This has been my preferred method because I can call up my insurance broker and I can say, hey, I need a policy on this house. I need an estimate on this house that a customer is looking at buying. And he shops through a host of insurance companies, and he gives me the pros and cons of each one of them. He can also tell me their grade rating. He can tell me their risk. He can tell me how long standing they've been in Florida, why maybe they're so much cheaper than another person. So I really encourage you to at least call and speak to an insurance broker. Option number 3 is going to be to look into your state-run insurance company. So here in Florida, that is going to be Citizens, is what it is called. Citizens typically normally would be what you would call they're a last resort if you cannot find any other insurance. However, because of the crisis that we've had for the last several years, Citizens has now become the go-to company to write in homeowners insurance policies, and they're writing on average $6,000 a day in Florida right now. They are handling a huge load of insurance policies. However, this is a state-run program, and it could be what saves you from a lack of insurance. And option number 4 is for you to look into what is called a surplus line of insurance. This is kind of new to me, but when I was doing the research, I found it to be very interesting. A surplus line of credit is for riskier products, riskier things. For instance, Lloyd's of London is known for some of its riskier insurance policies that it's done. Some of the things it has done is insured David Beckham's leg. Thank you. It has also insured Bruce Springsteen's voice. So these are a little atypical. They're titled like exotic insurance coverage. However, surplus lines of credit account for about 10% of Florida's property and casualty insurance each year. All right, so if you are one of the people that have received one of those non-renewal notices from your homeowner's insurance, do not lose heart. There are other options out there for you. Get after it, do your homework, make some repairs or updates, and Jen and I post new videos every Thursday. We'll see you then.